I have made two terrible mistakes with this video so far. The first one is the fact that I'm relying on natural sunlight for this shot. I don't know why I've decided to do that. It seemed like a good idea because it's sunny and I was like, oh, I'm British, sun, haha! Nope, I regret my decision because this whole scene is going to change by the minute. The second mistake is thinking that my face could handle a 50mm lens. Depth of field looks good. I look like a chunky boy. We are checking out the Doom variant of the M75 Wireless mouse. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I love the skin and the aesthetic. I love all of the Doom stuff. I have an entire video unboxing everything in that series, which you are welcome to check out. There'll be links down below if you want to go and buy stuff. And you can even use the code HERO to save 5% at the checkout. But this little guy right here that you probably can't see that well because I decided to put the camera on the other side of the bloody house to be able to get that depth of field. It's a great mouse and I found that I actually prefer it in some ways to my normal mouse, which is the M65 Ultra, which has other buttons and stuff that you can add different functions. It's what I use for video editing mostly, but this one I've actually found that I enjoy using more for gaming. What I don't understand about this mouse though is that it came after a mouse that I've already owned in the past. I've gotten rid of it since upgrading, but I went back, I did a little bit of research, and the mouse that I used to have, which was the M75 Air, I think it was, the M75 Air is around about 30 grams lighter than this, and I feel like that is the main appeal of a mouse like this, is the fact that it is so light. If you want something heavier and bulkier and a bunch of buttons and stuff like that, you would probably go with the M65 Ultra or even the Scimitar. Scimitar? How do you say that word? Scimitar. So this one sits in a really weird place where it's not the lightest mouse designed for hardcore gamers and sweaty Fortnite players, but it's also not going to be the most functional mouse because it has 5 customizable buttons. You have 2 on the left-hand side, 2 on the right-hand side, which makes it near perfect for ambidextrous people, players, gamers, tech users. It's an ambidextrous mouse, you get the idea. Left hand, right hand, it pretty much works the same. And then you can push down on the mouse wheel to be able to get that 5th button. But in all honesty, I'm sat here and I'm like, okay, so this is really good for ambidextrous people, but it's not the lightest mouse for gamers. It's not the most functional, so why would you buy it over the M75 Air? Why would you buy it over the M65 Ultra? On the other side, we have a button that turns the mouse on or off, connects through the dongle or through Bluetooth. At the front, underneath the 2 main mouse buttons, we have the USB-C charging port, and the LEDs are actually really good. So I've got this dark scenario right now, and you can see that they are quite obvious, and then we compare it to something like the M65 Ultra, especially at nighttime. It kind of lights up the whole back of the mouse, so when you have the Doom skin or something like that, it gives it this really cool backlit glow, which I think is awesome to look at. Even for gaming, I really enjoyed using this mouse to play some Doom the Dark Ages because it makes the gameplay feel so much better and so much smoother. The mouse controls and being able to quickly switch from one item or weapon to another, it's really great functionality to have. Now, I do have a list of tech specs that you may be interested in learning about. This mouse, which I find incredible, supposedly lasts up to 105 hours with RGB off through the Wi-Fi dongle thing, or it lasts up to 210 hours through Bluetooth. Now, I think that is incredible if it is true because my M65 Ultra dies maybe once every couple of days. Bear in mind, I am like a hardcore user. I use it every day, all day, but 210 hours? From this? That's insane. DPI ranges from 100 to 26,000. The polling rate can be customized inside of the settings for the mouse in IQ, as well as all the RGBs and the DPI itself and the key assignment. So you can assign some of the buttons right here to macro functions if that's something you want to do. Now, one other thing I did want to point out is the fact that the weight distribution for this mouse is a little bit strange. It's very back heavy. If you just hold it in the middle, it just automatically tilts all the way back. Even when you're sliding the mouse across a mouse mat, you can see that it does kind of drift and that back end holds the mouse back ever so slightly. For most people, is this going to be a big deal? No. And I'm not a mouse specialist. Is that a thing? Is there there's got to be a better word. Makes me sound like a veterinarian. But overall, if you're looking at this mouse and you're thinking that it looks pretty cool, especially the Doom variant, it's awesome. Like, there's no real complaints that I have about using it. If anything, I prefer using the M75 for gaming than I do the M65 Ultra. But like I said at the beginning of the video, it falls in this really weird middle ground between having a functional mouse and a super lightweight mouse. Maybe people are looking for a mouse that fits in between those two categories, and if that's you, then congratulations, you've just found your dream mouse. But like I said, for me personally, I know 2 types of people, the lightweight group and the functional. But there we go, that is the review of the Corsair M75 Wireless. Massive thank you to Corsair for sending not only this out, but also the entire collection of Doom gear. If you guys want to check any of it out, like I said, there are links down below. Use code HERO to save 5% at the checkout. It helps support everything that we do on the channel. And for now, I love your faces. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You're amazing, you're beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one.